What's up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm Gigi Maguire.
I am Jerry Clark, a.k.a. the legendary Jerry.
I'm Winn.
Oi.
So it's Walka. He's kind of like an honorary New Yorker.
I am. Absolutely. Definitely.
All right. Well, listen, this is your first time doing Lip Service.
Officially.
Officially.
Yeah. Because we've been talking about doing an official New York sit down.
We've had a few appetizers and BET and stuff.
They kept everybody wanting more.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely got the reviews.
Hey, and I just want to say, them shoes hard as fuck. I keep standing and look, them shits hard as fuck.
I know, they go with the whole outfit.
Thank you.
Them shits hard.
Little Danny.
Them shits hard.
All right, and when you're from Portland, we were just talking about this.
Yeah, shout out to Portland.
You might be the first person I've ever met from Portland.
For real? Oh, you've been out
I know
there before?
Nike headquarters is out there.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And it's beautiful out there. The Pacific Northwest.
Oh, gorgeous.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Definitely worth the
You
time.
been out there,
once.
Gigi?
I've been
Okay.
once. Yeah.
Oh, I love
Years
Portland.
ago.
It's beautiful.
I like Portland.
You been to Portland too? I'm the only person that hasn't been.
Portland, Oregon, Seattle.
All that Pacific
I've been to
Northwest is nice.
Seattle.
Vancouver.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I like all of that.
It's nice. You got to get out there, man.
Yeah. You like nature?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. You got to go and during the summer.
You
or
gotta,
the fall.
yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta just
For the
chill,
see the nature,
vibe out,
the
sit in
trees,
the trees. Yep.
the air is fresh. It's completely opposite than
She
what we
New
used
York,
to.
man.
New
She,
York.
I don't
I
know.
know.
She might not
I
have.
see
I like
gotta,
my lungs fucked up.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, Gigi, you got to go out there and appreciate that Pacific Northwest because, like you said, you got to.
Spiritual.
Yeah.
Like for how long you think?
At least 3-4 days.
Yeah. You gotta, yeah.
A long
Get
weekend.
anywhere
and
from the
Go out
city
there and
in
meditate, get around
45
that water, the
minutes,
beautiful.
I say you
Yeah.
got to give it like a week to really feel it.
To really
Yeah.
let my lungs clear out and everything.
Yeah.
It's a different
detox.
feeling though. Y'all breathe different when you come to New York.
We do. It's tough. I can't lie. You land in Portland and it's like your nostrils are twice the size. You can breathe so clearly.
You can come here, breathe in some glizzies. You
know what?
And I've been,
Hey, yo.
Cause it smells. It is mad hot dog stands.
and I've been coming here for
Pause.
years, and even still, like I come here, I'm like, damn, why am I sneezing?
Yeah.
Like you come down south, you got the pollen and all that, but you come here, and I'm like, damn, why? And I'm like I said, I've had an office here for years. It's still, man, it's polluted. Y'all air levels different
It's
here,
different
man.
out here.
It is
Me
different.
being from Houston, I think I'm kind of like used to the polluted air and stuff like that. I'm used to like humidity and like thick air. And we had a ship channel in my city, so it's like a lot of smog and stuff come from there.
I just saw some the other day on social media that said Houston was the dirtiest city, and that it fucked me up.
Really?
Wow.
Houston?
I couldn't believe it. Did you see this shit? It said Houston was the dirtiest city in America.
Dirty, like
I gotta look
with
this up.
trash?
I don't believe
No,
that.
dirty like air quality and all
Air
that.
quality.
Oh,
Really?
okay, because I was about to say, what?
Yeah, pull it up.
No,
Not
but
Portland.
Pull it up.
okay, now what he's saying that.
Let me look it up. Hold on,
Yeah, pull it
the
up.
city's clean.
Pull
but
it up.
air-wise,
I just saw it. This was like in the
air-wise,
last 2 weeks.
If
Oh,
you
wow.
combine, I've never heard that before, but I can understand where the theory comes from if it is true, because like I just said, we have a ship
it
channel.
is.
What
we
did it
have
say?
a ship
Houston
channel
number one,
and a
right?
lot of factories. We have a lot of factories,
Yeah.
a lot of ship
A lot of
channels,
oil
a lot of
refineries,
oil
yeah.
refineries,
Yeah.
and they send all of that gas and
air.
stuff into
Oh
the
damn!
air.
They said homes with cockroaches.
Yeah, it say
Damn.
it
we
say
don't
Houston
have
was
those
number
in
one.
I would never have thought that. They
Me
talked
either.
about
I love
pollution,
Houston.
living conditions,
Gigi, I love it.
infrastructure, resident satisfaction,
Yeah, Sauce. It was like a whole combination.
junkyards.
Yeah, that sound like the people in Texas telling y'all to get out because they tired of everybody
they
moving to
tired of
Texas.
y'all
We saying
And
that
then,
like
as in the
me,
people in
we
Texas, he means himself. He's
No,
like, get
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I want more people to come to Texas.
You
Like, I
do?
love what's happening right now. It
Okay.
makes us make more money. The economy increases.
Hey, me and Gigi, we know about it. We say in Atlanta, but
We
we
fool.
full.
Yeah.
That's what we tell for everybody
Don't
want to
come
come to
here.
We
Atlanta.
full.
We full.
Oh, we're full.
Yeah, we full. We
yeah.
ain't no more
We
room
full,
for none
yeah.
of y'all
That's
to
what,
keep moving
that's
out
what
here.
everybody in Texas is saying right now because, well, they don't, for the Texans that don't want people to move in. Like, we full.
Yeah, I mean, for tax purposes, everybody wants
It's
to
great.
live there. And then I
It's
think
great.
quality of life. I would have never thought this though, because every time I've gone to Houston, I'm from New York, so you know New York is we're known for being dirty. It's just like our
That's why that was like the
reputation.
weirdest thing. What? You
Yeah.
talking about?
You could have never
when you
told
can
me
walk
that.
Whoa, when I saw
outside.
that, it
Houston
bugged
probably
me
doesn't
out.
smell like
Piles
this.
and piles of
Of
trash.
trash.
It's rats everywhere. It's drugs on the ground everywhere. You go to Houston, you're going to see some cowboys, horses, and clean roads.
That's
and
it.
They have
That's
signs
it.
on the everywhere that says "Don't mix with Texas. You litter, you go to jail."
And how is it the dirty? That's
why.
me out.
I really want to go to the rodeo
that's
one
crazy.
year.
I've been to the rodeo.
I want to go to that so bad. I heard it's
Yeah.
amazing.
How you like
It is.
I had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a different experience for
Who
me.
did you see to perform?
Cardi B.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's tight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
All right,
tight.
now Winn, being from
Yeah.
Portland, let's talk
Yeah.
about some things.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
Because she has a song called Rug Burn.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Oh shit! I can
Yeah.
only imagine what that's.
Right.
that can only mean one thing.
Yeah,
Right.
you know,
Shit.
well, no,
Okay.
she get rug
Right.
burn.
Boy.
If you ever had a rug burn, I need you to take a drink.
Oh well, shit. Oh, this nigga right.
I don't get
Hey,
that.
You never had a rug burn? You never been on a rug on your knees, hitting it doggy style and burned your knees?
I'm a professional.
Oh, okay.
I've definitely had rug burn on my knees.
Yeah.
I'm a professional.
Yeah.
What does that entail? Like,
I'm very skilled at what I do. Less injuries, no failures. I'm like a perfect athlete in the bedroom.
that's impossible. You've never had a bedroom injury?
No.
You never had somebody go up and come down too hard and then bend your...
I'm strong. I'm built different. My body is built for it.
That niggas I'm built for this
I'm
shit.
built for it. That's all I can say.
There's no such thing as... I can't believe that because I can't believe you've never had a bedroom injury. You've never been in the shower and slipped.
No, like Charlie Horse, where you like, oh shit,
Ooh, a Charlie
no
Horse
cramp
is the
or them.
worst.
Hey,
I mean, it's different for me than other people. I've built a career off of my sexual experiences. I've built a legacy off of the way,
that nigga say I'm a Hall of Famer
you
with
know what I'm
this
saying,
shit.
I please women.
But
or
when you were
enjoy it.
younger, there has to be a learning curve.
Nah, I'm like a phenom. Like, you know, like a kid.
You came out like
Like
that.
a kid that just knows how to play the piano at high percussions at
Or
very
like,
young
like
age.
Tiger Woods coming up through.
Yeah, a child hitting 300 yards. Like I'm like was like
Okay.
one of
A
those.
child prodigy.
Like
I
my,
wasn't a child
one of my
prodigy. I
first
had some rug burns on
experiences
my
of like getting caught with girls. I was probably like between the age of like 12 to 13 ish. My dad walked in the well, it was actually my stepmother. My stepmother walked in the room. I had two girls in the bed sleep with me that was 15, and I was only like 13.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like
shit,
I
okay.
just
You jumped,
right.
I'm not built
you
like
jumped off the
that.
porch
Wynn's
early.
like, no, this was
Yeah.
You jumped off that motherfucker
at the age
early.
of 20.
Yeah, you jumped off the porch early.
Type shit.
But you know, and it's interesting to me because I feel like you've been very transparent about like what it was like for you growing up. But your stepmother walked in on you,
yeah, that was crazy. It was funny. But,
and
you know,
it's
she
not.
used to it.
So what did she say?
She was like, "Oh my God, Junior." Then she called my daddy name. She said, what the fuck? Junior's out here with girls in this room. My daddy come
But
upstairs.
were y'all doing anything or y'all just was in the bed?
I mean,
There was actions happening.
yeah, they was.
Okay.
It was my sister's older than me, so the two girls was like my sister's friends.
Oh my gosh.
So you know how like
Hey man,
they
sometimes
supposed
that's
to
the
be,
best.
you know
They
what I
supposed to
mean?
be there with
They
your
supposed to
sister.
be there with my sister, but they in
in
there
your
with
bed.
me. You know what I mean? Well, but one of the girls was like, she's old enough to be my sister friend and our friend, like in the middle. You know, it was just young, wild times. I was advanced. I'm from Texas. You know, everything bigger in Texas. We running faster,
God.
we jumping higher. We in
All
the
that
grass, we
shit.
training horses and shit. Like, you know what I mean?
I
Just
said
doing
this on the
different shit.
last show with Yee and the last episode with Yee and Gigi. At what point, at what age did you know you was a real PGG, a pussy go getter?
It was like I said, it was for me. It was young for me. Like I've always been.
No,
charming.
not that little, not that
like
little
as a-
play
as
shit.
a
I'm talking
man?
when you
Like-
knew
like when
that
I
you was a
knew?
real pussy go getter.
For me, like I don't know. It's all you know. I'll say this. I went to a prom when I was like an 8th grader. When I was in the 8th grade,
With a joint?
What, with a senior?
my mama's soul on everything I love. When I was in the 8th grade, going to the 9th grade, I went to a senior prom at Cyfair High School.
See, that's
This is
crazy.
a
Now,
fact.
as a senior, I
Who
wouldn't
was
even
that
date a.
senior?
I wouldn't even date a junior.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
who was that
As
senior?
The
women,
senior
because you
was
know
one of
women,
the
we
most
don't date
popular
younger.
girls.
Right.
And
The senior was one of the most popular girls at the school. I'm popular.
Oh, so
like
you-
Houston
oh.
is different. Like
Okay.
it was just different. Like
Yeah, you said
the-
you ain't about to ask no 8th grade.
When I was a senior, I
I'm
wouldn't even talk to a
different.
junior.
Like, I think,
No.
let me see, yeah.
Girl
Yeah,
hanging out
going to
with a
9th grade.
13-year-old.
Going to 9th grade, like the summer, like me going to 9th grade. I'll say this: I did fail 7th grade, and I was.
You're a little older.
I mean,
I was a little.
so
older. It doesn't matter.
you
though.
still 13, 14 years
No,
old.
I ain't number 13 years old, bro. I'm not supposed to be in no motherfucking
Yeah.
13, 14.
Not no.
Yeah, and I met
prom,
the
Gigi.
where I met the girl at was at the Labor Day Classic. Anybody from Texas,
Oh,
they know what
everybody.
I'm.
Shit, cheer.
You know what the Labor Day Classic
Yeah,
is?
come on.
Okay, then this is a fucking factual story. I'm
Yeah.
I'm 13, 14 years old, whatever age I was. We at the Labor Day Classic football game. This
Was
is
that TSU and
I think Louisiana, whoever
Yeah,
I
whoever.
think Louisiana
it's
is
HBCU. Yeah,
It's a big ordeal in the HBCU, and
Yeah.
it used to be held at the Astrodome. We used to go
Grambling.
there to fight.
Is it-
All the schools used to go there to go fight at the Texas.
So what you saying is these older bras was choosing.
Yeah, man. She seen my hands and the
why
way we
you
dressing.
why
you know.
you look at me like they was choosing?
I don't know. I just knew early.
They
I
was
knew I was
choosing.
chosen early. That's all I can say.
Yeah,
I knew I was chosen early.
hey, but
When I got my
sometimes they
17,
choose.
by the time I'm 17 and 19 and stuff, we driving cars and houses out for being handsome. Like my life was
Hey,
already
man.
gone somewhere else.
Well, all right. So Gigi and Winn, as the women in the room,
Yeah.
when you were in
Sorry.
high school, I couldn't fathom a younger, because you know when you were in high school, you dating guys that's like,
I was in high school dating guys that I didn't have no business dating.
I was about to say, then see the other way around. See, when we
They
was
were
in
older
school,
than me.
the girls in high school was dating niggas in their 20s and
Yeah,
shit. We
I
like
was
that.
getting- I was
so,
getting-
but
you're
what
not
he's
even
saying,
entering a coupe.
You're
now
not
see,
going
he was
younger.
doing, they was choosing
That's
him.
crazy.
in Lexuses, and I was getting picked
It
up
was
from
flip.
school differently.
It's only the chosen few. It's very much more accessible for beautiful women, but or whatever. Like, cause I can't.
So
speak
what are
on
y'all
that,
saying? Yeah,
but,
is it a problem? Because like you just said, I know when I was in high school, we couldn't compete with the dudes 24, 25 dating 10, 11 graders.
Right.
So is it a problem now because of his shit? It was the other way
also,
around?
I just want to say that's creepy too.
Yeah.
Like first of all, I remember being in high school and this girl that used to drive, her brother used to drive us to school. And one Valentine's Day, he gave me like a gift, and I was like, this is disgusting. And he used to wear a suit, and I felt so young to like have somebody that much old, and he was probably like 22 or something. But I was like,
Yeah,
this is
that was-
gross, because when I was in high school, I want to date other high schoolers, or at least somebody
Right.
that's like just graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when we grew up, that was like a notch on your belt. That was like a achievement to be able to talk to a girl that's way older than you, or you talking to a girl that already got a driver's license and you don't got a license yet. It's just, well, that's just whatever.
Yeah, listen. I
But for a
felt,
girl, it's creepy as fuck.
Right,
Like
yeah.
the other way around, that shit is creepy. Like
I
you don't
don't think
know
it's
grown
creepy
ass
both-
man be
It's-
picking up
it's
no high school
creepy
girl.
both
Period.
ways.
That's
You don't
creepy
think it's
as fuck.
creepy both ways
It's
though?
creepy both ways.
I mean, looking
It
at
might
it,
have
I'm
been
looking at
sick
it
for
because I
you when
got
you were
kids. My
13, but
son,
she's like-
he's
It's different
22.
for a man.
Well, yeah,
I
but I
understand we
still
live
look
in
at
a
it.
world where everybody wants to be equal, but it's sorry.
I feel like it's different for.
a
I
man.
agree. I think it's different.
just different for a
At
man.
15, I had no way
You was
I
dating
should
some
have been
dudes 23,
dealing with
24.
22. It was 22, 23 when I was
Ooh.
15.
Yeah, no.
And it was more than one actually.
And they was coming to the school picking you up.
Yes.
that's, I'm sorry,
Giving me money, dropping me off at the hair salon,
Damn.
taking me shopping, buying me shit.
and then I'm sure when you was that age, you
But
wasn't thinking
understand-
about no high school girl. Yeah.
Understand the difference and the dynamic of that, especially growing up in the ghetto and stuff like that. And when you equate the poverty,
Yeah.
okay, for a mother at home that's looking at her daughter or knowing that her daughter has older men around and they poverty stricken and stuff like that, of course she doesn't want to support it and not in agreement with it. But at the end of the day, sometimes they may turn the shoulder to it and act like it don't exist because they probably
course.
went through the same
No,
shit.
that's a
that
My mom
survived.
found out when I got pregnant.
Okay, but for a
She ain't
man,
know.
You was 15?
16.
Okay.
Yeah.
see, okay, that's what I'm saying. But for a man, though,
But she ain't
if
know.
a young man is able to bring an older woman into the household, that mother is gonna kind of create a relationship with that woman more or less than feel like
I feel
it's
like a mom
creepy.
would be like, bitch, get away from my son.
Why is this 18-year-old attracted to my 13-year-old son?
Did
like,
you ever-
like mentally?
Your son is a
Yeah.
hunk.
You know what I mean? Like,
you know your son is a
mentally,
hunk.
like,
Let me
Your
ask you
son
this.
is
Why
a
are you-
quarter.
Did you
He's the
ever get
leading
any-
quarterback on the team. He's getting scholarships from colleges. He's only in the 10th grade. You don't think older women?
Did you know
saying
about? So
it's
let me
the
ask
same
you this:
shit?
did you ever get anybody pregnant at that young age?
I did not have children until I became a millionaire.
Okay, but nobody got. I'm not saying you had children, but did anybody get pregnant? Like you had any scares?
Maybe one, honestly.
So no abortion tabs and all that shit.
I probably had one abortion when I was like 17 or something like
Okay.
that. 16,
But you weren't out there
17.
tricky dicking it.
Nah, not at all.
I know a lot
I
of
was
niggas
very,
that was-
very, very understanding of where I wanted to go
Yeah.
in life, and I understood.
I
that
respect that,
bringing
man.
a child into the
Because a lot of
world
cats don't have no
responsibility.
dick discipline.
You know, when did everybody
have no
here
dick
realize what they were gonna do in life? You know, let's start with you, Winn. When did you realize?
young as fuck. I was 12, and I was like, I'm
Damn.
gonna be a rapper. Yeah.
At 12?
Yeah.
in Portland.
How old are you now?
Well, I was in a suburb, yeah, and I told my parents, and they were, they were cool, they were supportive, but they were like, okay,
Whatever.
How old are you?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
I'm 27.
Okay.
Yeah,
Damn. Okay.
yeah.
And then you recently just when did you do your deal?
Well, I have a deal with Genius Distro that I did like early last year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Congratulations
Congrats on
on
that.
that.
Thank you. Yeah, shout out to
You see
Rob.
Rob Markman in the building.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
We
Rob
got Rob
Markman song.
outside.
Don't be outside
Wherever
like
he
that.
is.
But
Yes.
he was like,
catch
yo.
Rob outside with me all week.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Legendary Jerry? When did you realize, like,
I had family that was in the music business. So I used to go to the Jack the Rapper conventions, the BRE conventions, my uncle. So he used to, take me in. So I saw all the glamour and the glitz of the music business. And I wanted to be in it. And he told me one day, he said, hey, you got a gift that only 5 to 10% of people have. You can either be a pimp, a preacher, a politician, or go into this music business.
I know that gift.
And Sauce, you got it too.
Yes.
Gift.
So I came into the music business, but backing up to answer your question, I was working at Delta Airlines and I was interning at 2 labels. And that's when it hit me. I said, this is where I'm supposed to be. And I was young. I was like 19. This was in the early 90s. So I was, like I said again, I was interning at 2 labels. This was back, you weren't getting paid to intern.
right.
Now these
I had a
motherfuckers
regular
pay.
day job.
Yeah. So,
Oh, they
but
pay
I knew
interns.
I had that gift, Sauce, that gift that we both got. Actually, you know what I mean? I don't know, but I know when you get that gift, and I knew that he said, when you walk in a room and you got that certain gift to gab and people, they're attracted to you and they want to know who you are and what you do. I said, okay. So all those other things I named outside the music business chose me at a young age. So I'll say 18, 19.
What about you,
20.
Gigi?
So at the age of 4, my mother put me into ballet and technical dance. And my dream was to be like a background dancer, like for tours and stage and like be on award shows and stuff like that. And I also wanted to be a teacher. And I ended up being a professional dancer, just, a shoe model professional dancer.
You're professional.
I ended up being a professional
She's great
dancer.
at what she does.
Yeah.
And I also ended up being a teacher. When I retired from Magic City, I opened up a pole fitness class and a studio, and I taught classes for a few years. Even after that, when I moved
it was
here,
very huge.
I continued
Very
to
huge.
teach classes here and in Philadelphia.
was.
Thank you, Jerry.
No, 'cause everybody, I
very
remember,
huge.
it was like
It was like the
everybody
thing.
talked about
Nobody
it.
was doing it. Everybody was talking about it. Yeah.
You were the first, I think.
I was.
Yeah.
That came out of the club to that.
Yeah.
And then as far as like, still in entertainment, because this is a form of entertainment. Of course, we have to thank you, Angela, for bringing me into
Thank you,
this
Yee.
podcast
Thank you, Yee.
life.
Ooh, this is 10 years ago.
10 years
we started
later.
doing this service 10 years
Yeah,
ago.
10 years later, we're still going strong.
Happy
And,
anniversary.
I always give my girl her flowers and let her know how much I appreciate the opportunity and just
And y'all
all
got
of the
a- y'all
levels
got a
that have been
dope-ass
unlocked
chemistry.
over the
Gigi
years
is lip
for us.
service, to be clear, okay?
Oh.
And y'all got a dope ass chemistry too, though. Y'all chemistry.
Listen, I love Gigi.
I love you too, Pooh.
I met her through her ex. And
Oh, wow.
Wait,
yeah.
say that again?
That's
Yeah.
fun.
yeah,
Oh.
I met her through her ex.
She when I first started dating my ex, they were like best friends, and we
Okay.
met in Miami one day and just clicked. And with 14 years later now,
Who, the
we're
music
still
industry
friends.
dude?
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. You see,
everybody knows that
I
guy.
tried to. You see?
Yeah, I'm not going to say his name.
Yeah,
That's
I just said the
what
music
about
industry
you?
dude.
When
He
did you
wants us to talk about him so bad.
Oh,
but
no, we
When
good.
did you realize that this was like your calling? Because I'm gonna be honest, like aside from music, and your freestyles be amazing. Like
Man,
your
them
music is
shits so
amazing.
hard. Oh,
Like
they hard as
honestly
fuck.
ridiculous. I'm gonna keep it real, but your personality too is a whole next level situation. But when did you realize this was your calling?
From when that was the first time that I was able to have understanding of my consciousness, I guess. I've been rapping since I was 3 years old. I've been like rapping, like doing the action of rapping. I recorded my first song in a recording studio with a microphone and headphones on my head with an engineer in 1996. I was 6 years old.
Sheesh.
wow,
Damn.
Like when I be saying like I'm a phenom and shit, like I don't be just talking and like I got the history. Like my mom and my dad still have cassette tapes from me from 1996, 97, 98.
That's
like
amazing.
me freestyling as a child over
Damn.
old Missy Elliott beats and shit like that.
What were you talking about at that time?
I mean, I'm from Houston. We have a huge culture abroad to rap about the cars, the swangers, the rims,
At 6?
kid stuff. Yeah,
Oh
this
my
is my,
God, that's
this
so
is my,
funny. That's so cute.
I'ma come down, I'ma come through, I'ma hop out the slab like a kangaroo. Like, you know.
But when did you know you could monetize this shit where you was like, I'm really good at this shit, where I can make money doing this?
I grew up on the internet too. again, I'm born 1990. I'm a 90s baby. I'm grown.
Damn, that's the year I graduated high school.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up watching the conversion and the change of AOL internet wire connection to Wi-Fi broadband.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I seen phones go from cores to FaceTime when that was like unfathomable in the mind. So when it came to the music aspect of knowing how to monetize and utilize the internet, I had videos on YouTube the year that it came out. The exact year that YouTube was delivered or discovered to the world, and we had that in our at our house.
I remember.
I was making videos on it. I think it was like 2004 or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say 05.
I was like 14, 15, and that's the thing that's like kind of ironic about my age. I'm born in 1990, so and then every year that it is, it's like the same year that I am. In 1991, I was 1. 92, I was 2. So in 2004, I was 14. You see what I'm saying?
Are you a Cancer? You're a Cancer?
Yes, I'm a Cancer. So like I grew
you just
up.
had a birthday then.
Birthday.
My birthday just passed. I just turned 34.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Belated, yeah.
So
I drink to that.
I've been making videos. I've been making
anything for us to drink.
I've been basically like documenting
Where your drink at,
my
Gigi?
career and my music and my journey on the internet on YouTube my entire life. So I always got the engagement. I always got the reaction. I always got the response. Like I've been famous in my city for like
Yeah, I was going to say Houston love you.
yeah.
Houston is also the type of place where you could really be lit. Like
In the
there.
world I never know.
Yeah.
And make a lot of money and live good in Houston.
Shit, yeah.
Within your city.
Shit, yeah.
I feel like out of any place, Houston is
It's
that place.
Absolutely.
That's that place.
It's our own world. It's our own
I
video
love it,
game.
man.
server.
It's dope.
I love it.
You never have to leave. In all honesty, like you never have to leave Texas to get probably about 95 of the experiences of life that you want.
Yeah.
You can really do majority of all of that right there.
Did all the OGs there, did they embrace you, the OG? I mean, because, you know, Houston has a long line of rappers. Did they embrace you?
They love me.
Okay.
They
Early on, they
I
embraced
mean, how
you?
could you not?
always.
Because a nigga got mad personality. Like, he one of them
I
niggas.
mean,
and to be honest with you, the blessing of my life and my relationship with them is that I didn't come out like, how could I say this? I came out on my own wave in my own direction. I didn't ride anybody's coattail, but at the same time, I also wasn't afraid to challenge the OGs and the older cats that came out before me as far as the responsibilities that they should uphold by having the torch, by holding the keys to the gates of the city, and the opportunities and the relationships with platforms such as this one and others. It was a period of time where that was being withheld from a lot of the younger artists, the young producers, the managers, people just trying to create, the music industry within Houston. And I kind of came out like a knight in shining armor type shit. And, I wasn't against the legends, but, I just had an opinion that I was very strong about that they grew to understand and love me for having that opinion because the end result was making the city a better place.
That's dope.
That's really dope.
And listen, and Winn, with all of that being said, what was the hip hop scene like in Portland?
The hip hop scene is dope in Portland. It's been coming up. I think the city's had a long, complicated history with hip hop because it's such a white city. So, there were a couple meetings that were happening back in like the early 2010s, just to like, between like the OGs in the city and the mayor and the police department, just to like, they were shutting down shows. There weren't any venues like under 21 where they would let hip hop play.
Wow.
So
That's crazy.
Do we have
Yeah, no,
any like
it was
mainstream
fucked up.
artists?
Yeah, who's from Portland?
Amine's from Portland.
You said who is?
Who is?
Amine.
Really?
Okay,
Amine.
okay.
Yeah, that record, Caroline.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's dope. He's from Portland.
But that's it. I mean, that's...
I was literally sitting here thinking like, who's from Portland?
Yeah, there
That we
hasn't been
wouldn't,
a lot
you know.
that's broken in the
Which is
mainstream.
crazy because it's literally the fucking Nike headquarters.
Yeah,
right
no,
there in
it's like
Beaverton.
it's
I
mad
remember everybody that got a
creative.
job at Nike, they were like, man, I got to move to Portland though.
No, it's mad creative out there, and that's why I think like once shout out to DJ LG1, to Star Child, DJ Cliff, like they were meeting with the city to make it happen, and I think since then there's been a much more positive relationship. Like there, I think like most cities, there's like a little bit of a crabs in a barrel mentality, but especially in the last like really since COVID, I've seen people come together a lot more, and like you said, we have Nike, so. It's mad creative out
What about
there.
you, like in this hip hop world, being a white woman?
Yeah.
How has
Yeah.
that been?
It's been cool. I mean, I kind of tend to like mind my business, and I think people like people in hip hop, like, they know when you're being authentic, they know when you're being real, and they can tell when you've put in the work. And
Sure
I think
can.
my talent, my skill kind of speaks for itself. And I'm not someone who's like looking for a lot of attention. So I think people have tended to rock with me. And if they don't, I get it. You know, I'm not looking to be like, yo, like, fuck with me. I don't have that kind of chip on my shoulder. So
But in this industry, people respect the real. They respect the genuineness.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if you come in that way, then
and
they
I
don't
came
got no
up-
choice but to fuck with you.
Facts. I came up like kind of in the cypher scene, like competing in cyphers from the time I was like 14, 15. So I built like kind of my resume, for lack of a better word, as being like an MC. So when I started to really pop up on the scene when I was 18, 19, it was like, oh, okay, like she can really rap. She's really like done her
Cyphers is
homework.
so different than anything else too. Like
Yeah.
being able to first of all, loved your freestyles, like next level.
Thank
But
you.
and for you too, like being able to freestyle, that's a whole other like unlocked level of talent.
Yeah.
Because you could be a great artist, but when it's time
Exactly.
to
gotta-
And
That
that's
off the
what-
dome hit different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sauce, that's what I want to say. When I listen to your freestyles, you know, okay, yeah, I'm old school in a way, but your wordplay is what, you know what I mean? Because it'd be certain shit, I'd be like, oh, this nigga slick. Get that slick ass word. Because, you know, as you know, when you're in a cypher or freestyling, you know.
You need those faces.
No, but and when I and look, and like I say, I'm old school, but when I hear you, I'm like, okay, he got some player type wordplay, and that's what, you know, that bridges that
He's
gap.
like, yeah.
That bridges that gap from somebody with me, the OG, with the
Bridges
younger
the age
cats.
gap.
Yeah, because I'm like, okay, this motherfucker. I'm like,
Okay.
this motherfucker wordplay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you know, from the South, you know, y'all New York cats been hating on us for.
Wait,
Yo,
don't
no,
point at me.
I don't want to put. I'm sorry.
just
I'm
pointed
sorry.
at me.
But no, okay. I'm just saying. New
Okay.
York has been anything.
You Portland people been hating on them.
Anything that wasn't from New York. You know, in the industry, I remember when Outkast, Goody Mob, and all that. Boy, they hated on the South so bad.
Yeah, I
man.
remember those days too.
New
I
York
seen
used
it.
to hate on us bad, bro.
And Outkast was, especially Andre 3000.
Oh, they hated
Big Boy
on us
too, but Andre
bad,
3000,
man.
one of the greatest lyricists to ever live.
See, it's funny
Yeah.
to me being from New York because I feel like growing up, I listened to whatever. I
Yeah, you
enjoy.
different. You- yeah.
And I definitely feel like even on the West Coast, like that was a big time for us. I remember the first ever issue of Vibe magazine, Snoop Dogg was on the cover. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I never looked at it like that, but I could see, you know, there's this documentary about the mixtape culture. And I always looked at it because one of my friends was telling me she's not from New York. And she was like, you know, I like the documentary, but what about every other place where there was mixtapes? I feel like it was New York and then DJ Drama and and I was like, didn't mixtapes really start in New York? But then I was like,
Yes.
maybe they didn't.
No, they did.
They did.
Yeah, that's what
definitely
I mean, at the end of the day, no
can't
matter
take
how
it
you
away
want to
from- we can't
twist it
take
and
it away
turn
from
it,
New York.
rap
Yeah.
started in New York. Period.
Period.
Everything
Yeah.
about rap for the as far as the basic blueprint of what you are doing now. It's
The
just like
hip-hop
playing
culture.
basketball. Yeah, hip hop culture.
Started
you may
right
come
here.
and add a move. You may add a defensive strategy, whatever that makes you indifferent.
Right.
But the basic game of basketball that's being played was created in New York, which is hip hop.
Because it's hard for me being from here. I only see it from this lens. So like I see everything like from a New York lens
Yeah,
of things. So
right.
I'm like, well, maybe I'm wrong. Was there mixtapes going on in other cities? Because
No, y'all
I
saw-
always
No,
looked at it
mixtapes
as
was
New
don't
York.
get
Yeah,
it
let's
twisted.
not get it
That's a New
twisted.
York thing.
Mixtapes was
Okay.
going
Started,
out. But,
yeah.
mixtapes
But
was
let's not
going
get it twisted.
on
50 years of
everywhere in
hip
the
hop.
world.
Atlanta and the South been running this bitch for 25 plus.
Yeah, no, for sure.
we done
Like,
took Yee.
the tides have
Gigi,
turned.
we done took this motherfucker.
The tides have turned. I'm never going against that. The
Oh, yeah.
tides have turned. Like the South runs hip hop for the last
Yeah.
20 years, 25 years.
Yeah.
Like you said, to the point to where it even influences East Coast artists to come to the South and get on that sound, get around those type of
Switch it up.
artists, utilize those artist
Yep.
platforms and the just the sonic waves that we create. But again, what matters the most to true MCs and to true enthusiasts of hip hop is the rawest form of hip hop, which is lyricism,
Right.
which is being able to go into a cipher and perform,
Yeah.
whether it's a beat playing or it's not a beat playing, or if it's somebody beatboxing, and then being able to say punchlines, metaphors, and analogies and things that really make sense and make a person think.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
That wordplay.
the
That
wordplay,
wordplay.
having the ability to do that is the most sought after thing in hip hop outside of like the status quo of selling the records or selling records
Yeah.
and stuff like that, which time has shown that even that is a watery staple to stand on, because you can be a multi-platinum selling artist one year and nobody give a damn about you in the next 2
That's
more
a
years.
fact.
You know,
And
I
then
done seen it. Boy,
That is a
we done
fact.
seen it. Yeah, we done seen that shit.
We've seen
When
it
you
a
have that
million
skill,
times.
you can always get it back. You know, you can get up on a radio, do a freestyle. People start paying attention again if you're
That
working
is
on
true.
something.
It is. I feel like it's easier
It's
now.
not easy though.
Now
It's
than it
not
used to
easy.
be.
No,
Yeah.
But
The
I gotta check out
access.
your wordplay. I gotta see
Yeah.
what your. I gotta
Check
see
me
what your
out.
shit
I
about
got-
now.
yeah, check me out.
We
You
gotta
might-
check.
you might be surprised.
I gotta see now.
Okay, wait.
You got the confidence. I already see you got the confidence.
Yeah.
Now this is lip
I let the
service.
world know I'm one of the best ever to do this
Oh,
shit.
I can't deny that, dog.
I mean it.
For real.
I appreciate they
For
came.
real, bro.
Shit,
Serious business.
All right, so this is lip service. So I do have some questions.
Y'all know where y'all at.
This is a little game we have called scenario. I'm gonna put y'all in a scenario. You tell us how you would handle it. All right. So here's a scenario. Let's just say you're going on a date. You're paying.
Interesting. Okay.
When you've never paid for a date.
I've never like paid completely for a day. I split it. Like I'm a modern woman, but
Okay,
pay for the whole
50-50.
thing.
Oh, 50-50, yeah. 50-50
But
face
here's
ass.
the question. All right. So Sauce Walka,
50-50
let's start with
face
you.
ass.
Let's just
Jerry's
say
on my ass.
there's a date and you're taking this woman out, and then she is like, "Oh, 2 of my homegirls want to join us too. Is that okay with you?" And then not only do they join you guys, but they also are all ordering shots of 1942, lobster,
Damn.
and things like that. All right, how do you handle that?
I'm having sex with all 3 of them.
That's my motherfucker
Plain
right
and
there.
simple.
With
Straight
everybody.
like that. And she's
But you
gonna
don't know
love
that
it.
for a fact.
Yes, I
Gigi,
do.
why'd you look like that?
Yes, I do.
Look at Gigi looking.
Yes, I do.
Gigi turned that way and
I
said,
know for a fact I am. I'm not going if I'm not. It's for sure I
But
am.
now you don't even know till she's like, "Hey, they're about to come meet us."
And when they come,
And
I
when they
got
come-
the right jokes, the right conversation,
And
the
he come.
right charm,
What if you're not
the
attracted
right
to them?
money, huh?
What if you're not attracted to them?
Then I'm leaving. Or this is me being honest. You want to ask
You
me a
would
question? I'm gonna give you
leave?
an honest answer. I'm gonna tell my lady friend, or I'm not gonna be financially responsible for them.
You
there
would
you
say
go.
that?
See that
Yes, because
transparency?
that's the. Let me tell you why.
would too,
Because women in the world ask for what? Honesty. Women hate men that do what? Lie. So don't be mad when you finally meet a man that's not gonna lie to you about what
And
he
Sauce,
wants.
let me tell you something about this new generation. Let me tell you.
Oh Lord.
These the most begging it says. You meet them in 24 hours asking for money. The next day, motherfuckers, I done never seen, man. This the most begging is.
That's fine. They can ask me for money.
Legendary
I'm gonna
Jerry's
ask for
back
money too.
outside. I just want to
No, I'm just saying. Look,
back
Gigi,
outside.
look at Gigi.
He
Look,
back in these streets.
Gigi at my line. Look, let me just say something. Not all, but a lot of women you meet now. This generation is different, or I should say, the times are different. Within 24, 48 hours, they ask for something. They ask for some bread.
Is
man.
that true?
What
Winn?
they asking for?
No.
bread?
I
For
mean,
what? I mean, but
not me.
Not important.
not important.
what has been your experience? They need tires.
Well, let me tell you one
They need
thing
their
about
rent
me.
paid.
One thing about me, when I go out, I'm gonna have fun. I don't care who I'm, but I'm gonna spend some bread. We go drink. We go eat
Okay.
good. All that.
Yeah.
So I ain't tripping on that shit.
Right.
But I've been noticing in my dating life, like I said, I was divorced and I was in another long term relationship. But in the past year or so, man, when I tell you within 24, 48 hours, they ask for some bread. And I'm like, God, no, baby girl,
Are you asking for some pussy?
no, no.
You
I'm telling you, you meet them, go out Sauce, and then 24 hours later, man, my Georgia power bill, I'm behind. My phone about to get. God,
no, he looking like I ain't got nothing to
Are
do.
you
That ain't
attracting that
those
energy,
are not your
Jerry?
problems.
Hey, say it
You
again.
had those problems when I met you, lady.
Say it again,
Miss.
man.
And
That's
my
what I'm
Capella,
talking
my
about.
Capella
Am I
Great
what?
voice.
Are you attracting that energy?
And that's what I had. No, and it's interesting you said that
That's
because
a good question.
I told my therapist that. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm wondering what am I putting out to attract that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't believe it's no energy you putting out there. I
Say,
just
hey,
believe
man.
that's the energy of the universe that we live
God,
in.
hey man,
right
y'all
now.
hear this? Hey man, say
If you
I
just-
say
hold
that
on,
people-
now
say
listen,
that
now
shit
listen,
again,
now
man.
listen, now
Yeah.
listen, now listen. There are wholesome women out there.
A lot
there
of them.
are some independent, strong women, and they
lot
gonna
of
stand
them.
on their own.
A lot
They're
of them.
Okay.
self-sufficient.
Yeah.
Don't
A lot
want
of them.
nothing from a man.
Especially
don't
in
need nothing from
Atlanta.
a man.
Yeah.
That's fine. Guess what? There also are men who are 7 foot tall. It's not a lot of them though.
And
There also guys who 6'8".
You see the word.
It's not
and you
a
see
lot
that
of them,
word play,
though.
not just
That's all
freestyle,
I'm
but you
getting-
see a lot.
That's
This
all
nigga
I'm
got word
saying.
play.
I'm not. That's all
Yeah,
I'm
shout out
saying.
to all the
On
shorties.
average,
And in Atlanta, there's a lot
all
of
I'm
boss
saying.
brides. You know, Gigi, that they got degreed up or whatever. They entrepreneurs doing they, but
They still want it.
Hey, these, huh?
they still want it. It don't matter what they got on their
You know the
arm.
problem
They
I
still
come
want
across-
some from you.
a lot of them begging, man.
The problem I come across with guys is they see a woman that's handling her business and that don't need them financially, so they don't offer. And it's like, why you don't make sure I'm good? Because you got it. But even though I got it, I'm holding it down. That still mean that I don't accept it from you as well.
It's a gift and a curse being
not
a generous
expected,
man. And so
there's a difference.
when you're a generous dude, sometimes that's a gift and a curse. Because then you have those that'll prey on that. They'll prey on like, oh, this he, and they try to make it like
he's had his own trauma and
I also feel
situation.
that.
Legendary, he got trauma.
He's speaking from personal.
He's
speaking from personal experience.
I've had some trauma. I came front, but I'm just saying, man, Sauce.
When shit
and
went
you a
away.
lot younger. Yeah, I've been through. I've been married. I got 3 grown kids, so I've been through. You've
been through life.
I've been through life. I'm 52. I've been through it. So I've witnessed and experienced certain things where I'm like, okay, like Yee said, I've had some trauma, but I'm cool. But I still, motherfucker, don't be coming begging now.
Yeah.
Right.
Like shit. Like come on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure you good. Trust. I'm one of them type cats.
Yeah.
Let's talk about.
check
I'd love
for
to hear
him.
how you operate under these circumstances. Like with a woman asking you for things, are you?
My nigga say yeah. I want to hear this. My dog said yeah.
I want to know. Are you giving it up, or are you like?
What exactly are we talking about?
Okay, let's
giving
just
up?
say
Money.
okay.
Finances.
Mortgage is due. I need a little help.
I'm only investing in the things that I'm going to make a profit from. I'm only going to give to things I'm going to receive from. So if I'm going, and that's not just with my money, that's with my time as well, because these are very
that's-
valuable
amen.
things on earth that I take very dearly. So,
Can't get that time back.
Amen.
and again, sex is an even exchange when you someone that has sex on the level that I have sex,
What's that level?
God level.
Oh, like explain. We need to know. Like, we need to know.
God-
What's
God
this
level.
level? Like,
God
what do you
level.
do that's God level?
Right.
God level of sex mean is that my endurance is different. The way that I touch a woman is different. Like the type of shit that niggas just getting on 2 weeks ago. I've been sucking bitches' toes and spitting on their feet and standing on their heads since I was 15.
Gigi, get
Standing
your
on
boy.
their head.
Why? Gigi, hey,
I've been picking girls up. I
For
I
years.
go viral
Niggas
for
say, I
picking
ain't
up
new to this
girls
shit.
at my concerts and shit. Like I've been picking up 200-pound women,
Why you
150,
saying that? Look at her.
175.
Look at her in the
Like,
eyes.
you just started doing this.
Hey, so
Yeah.
look at her eyes. Look
I'm just speaking on my own experience of
Look,
myself.
like,
And
Gigi
like,
said, boy, Lord,
I've
sweet
been
to Jesus.
blessed.
Well,
I've been blessed.
I've experienced my head being stood on. Let's just say that.
God
There's
dog.
this one
Your
move
head
where
being
there's
stood
this
on?
one
Wait, hold
move
on.
where they
Head-
put that foot on your
Don't stand on my
head.
head.
Different.
There's one foot. That one foot on your head. I know about that move.
Oh,
I had
see,
a
I-
flashback when he said
Oh,
standing
see,
on
I ain't-
heads.
damn, I-
Because it's a move where that foot go on your head.
I don't want
Yeah,
anybody's
look
foot
at you.
in my
I
He
want
said she want to
it's quite
experience that.
enjoyable.
No,
I'm
no,
Yes,
scared.
you
I
do.
don't want
Nobody
it's quite-
standing on
it's
my
quite
head.
Nobody's
enjoyable.
standing
I
on my
wasn't-
head.
Oh, really is? So
That-
one foot on the head?
Hold on, what you said?
One
Nobody's
foot go on
standing
the
on my
head.
head.
You say
Oh,
that
damn.
until you are caught into
no,
ecstasy.
Sauce, you don't understand. I'm scared of feet.
No, I
got a
understand.
foot
foot
phobia.
phobia.
Me, I feel everything what you saying, baby. I
Baby,
understand
you
that.
in the
You don't-
moment,
and
Yeah,
when
you
he's
ain't-
sticking
you
you
don't
down,
know what you're gonna do until
and
you're
your
a
head is
jungle
in
and an
that
animal.
bed,
You
and
until you're
next
an
thing you
animal
know,
in the
you feel
jungle.
some pressure. And you realize it's
And
his
it feel
foot.
good.
But that pussy tingling and you feeling good. You ain't gonna care that that foot on your head.
Say
The
it,
first time that
Chucks.
man
I'm
did it, I
telling
let him
Chucks.
do it. I
I'm
ain't
telling
stop
you-
him.
I'm
I ain't
telling you
stop
what I
him.
know.
But afterwards, I said, nigga, you lucky you, because I wouldn't let any body
And-
just step on my face like that.
And
That nigga
that's
had
what
his
it
foot
is.
right here.
What?
If
It depends
on
on
who
who
it
it
is.
is.
I let him
It's
do it
my
again.
man.
Yeah, you ready to get a foot on your head, ain't you?
You see how when we
Look, she
just
ready
give
to
a
get a foot on her
slight
head.
explanation
Yes,
of
you
God
are.
level
Look,
shit, just
my
the
man, no,
energy
he
that
not
just
standing on
came
my
in the
head.
room.
You're not putting a foot on your head.
You better
No, he
take
is
care of
not.
me after that.
Baby, I let
because-
that man put his foot on my head again and again and again.
Ooh, that's
No,
what I'm
good
saying.
time.
I just can't. I don't know about a foot.
It was a good time.
Oh, Lord.
That's
And
just
after
one
the foot
small
came up off my
thing.
head, I asked him to come on. All right, never mind.
Look, yeah, oh God, no,
Wait,
look,
ask
she
him
having a
to
flashback.
hold
No,
on.
hey,
wait.
hey, Gigi having a flashback. She
Wait.
said, "Hold on now."
He put his foot in your head and came where?
I asked him to come on my face.
Okay, why his
Shit.
foot was on your head?
No, after.
Okay, whoa.
I'm trying to like picture the position with the foot on the head.
Oh, that's easy.
It's definitely a version of doggy style. Like I was
Yeah.
face down.
I could see that. Just
I
saying,
was,
yeah.
He didn't put his foot in my face. I was
Just on
face
your
down.
head.
It's right here.
And my head, it was kind of like on the side, like.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Wait, what's the
She
craziest
ain't
thing
ready
you had
for
a
that.
guy do in the
I
bed?
wasn't ready for it either.
What's the
but I-
craziest thing you had a guy do in
Yeah.
the bedroom that you thought you would never do?
Ooh, that's an interesting question. You know, I don't think there's a lot that I thought I wouldn't do that I've done. Like I'm not into like piss play or anything like that.
Okay, you won't get peed on.
No,
Yeah, you ain't paying on
no.
me either.
I don't want to pee on nobody.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I'm a freak, but I'm
playing them
reasonable.
games. You're also pretty young.
That's good. A reasonable
right?
freak.
27.
I'm
What's a
27.
reasonable
My daughter's
freak?
Yeah, she's
what's
a
a
reasonable freak.
What's a reasonable
You're not gonna
freak,
pee
Winn?
on me. You're
What's
not
a
gonna.
reasonable freak?
What's a reasonable freak?
Yeah. I'm gonna use that reasonable.
Yeah.
freak.
Reasonable.
Shit, I
That's
don't know.
my new.
Reasonably
That's my
freaky.
new term.
Yeah, I don't know. You
Sus
can,
Walk
you
is
can fuck me
unreasonably
up,
freaky.
but don't like.
No,
don't
he's
like.
a reasonable. No, he's.
Nah, I have respect. I have boundaries, but at the end of the day,
What's your boundaries?
What's an absolute no for
Yeah,
you?
what's
in
a
the day?
boundary?
You ain't peeing
I
and
don't
shitting
want
on
to say.
people.
No,
my
tell us
uncle-
your boundaries.
My uncle don't like me to talk about. I can't answer this question.
I want to know that. No, boundaries is what you won't
Boundaries
do.
is-
Anything
yeah.
that's not manly. How about that? That's,
Thank
that's
you.
what I can say.
Okay,
Thank
so
you,
no
bro.
booty play. Got it.
No, yeah, we don't do
Absolutely
that shit. No.
Nothing,
What about
nothing of
but
that
your
nature.
balls is fine.
Yeah, that's my
Okay.
dick still.
Yeah, no, it ain't no booty
You
play.
said your balls is your dick still?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's my
I mean,
growing.
I never looked at it like that.
That's my
It is.
growing.
It's-
It's a part of
it's
my
attached.
growing.
Yeah.
That's,
So
the,
it-
that's
so
like
is
to
the
say the
taint,
inside
though,
of
the
your
little-
pussy is not attached to your lips.
All of that shit is attached though, right there. I just want to say.
You like peeing on dudes?
No, I've never peed on
You
anyone.
never peed on a
Could
dude.
not
Hold
get
on.
into pee.
You said
Gigi
all
done
of
peed
that-
on somebody.
Nah. No.
What?
No. All of that is not attached. You don't have to open up
my dick
you don't have
bone's connected to my balls bone. My balls bone's connected to my
These are
tape
not-
bone.
these-
My
these
tape
are
bone's
bones?
connected to my
Yeah,
she
anus
got-
bone.
These are
Yeah,
muscles.
that's
They're
all
not
for
bones. These are muscles. These ain't bones.
I know. This is.
I'm sorry, but the rest
This
of
is
it's not
soft tissue.
the rest of it's not
close down there.
connected.
This ain't.
Yeah.
Yeah, this soft
Nah.
tissue.
You
It's
never
some
had
tissue.
nobody lick right there.
Nah, baby, you're not touching
They
my
never
ass,
tried
opening
it?
My, nothing, opening
A
nothing.
girl, a woman never tried
man,
that.
that's for a
Gooch?
woman.
The goot.
That's not
The gooch.
That's y'all.
Yeah,
listen.
you never.
Well,
You
that's for a woman. That's
sauce.
stuff
She
you do
didn't.
to
She
a
didn't
girl.
peed on a dude before.
No, I haven't. I would tell you, I had somebody ask me once
It's just
Look. Did you
at
do
work.
it?
It was at work. I was like, wait.
At work.
I
Yeah.
peed at work.
Damn.
Somebody asked you at work?
Huh?
It was
Did
so
you
bad. They
report
were-
it?
Hold on,
Sexual,
Gigi
though.
done peed on
yeah,
somebody.
I didn't
Yeah.
pee on him. I peed in the cup and he drank it.
Wait, what the fuck?
He paid me for it too. $500 a shot. He used to do it like for years.
Wait,
he was a customer in the
wait,
strip
whoa,
club.
whoa.
And he was
God.
a doctor,
Yeah, so hey,
Caucasian,
if you can hustle and get
older
that money.
doctor. So he used to ask me to do it. Like he would ask me to do it, and I'd be like, no.
Wait. You used to pee in a cup and he used to drink it
Drink
like
it,
a
yeah.
shot like we doing?
How
Yes.
fast did he drink
So
it?
like right away. So
shot.
So
Shot,
it was
shots.
a regular customer that we would sit around and drink with, right? This was in a gentleman's club.
Oh.
Gentleman's club and booty
GC.
club is two different things. I'm in a
At the
gentleman's
GC?
club. Like a
Gentleman's club is a white
gentleman's
people.
club,
She in
like a chick, like a
she in
a
that room.
Delilah. Like
Which
a,
spot? Which spot was it?
bottle
like
room.
it was
Cheetah?
cheerleaders in Philly, but like a
hustlers.
cheetah.
Oh,
Like
a
it was in
hustler's
Philly.
club.
like a cheetah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So, it was
So
like,
I had this
it was like
regular
cheetah.
customer,
Table.
and we would sit and drink a lot, right? And then
Oh.
he was into that, so he asked me like, can you pee in a cup? I want to drink it, and I'm like, no. Like he
God,
asked me for
dog.
months, and I'm like, no. He caught me on a slow night.
You said, I'm gonna get this $500.
We ordered a round of shots. I drank the shot. I took the cup with me into the dressing room. I peed in the shot glass. I brought it back, set it down in front of him. He picked it up and drank it.
Oh my God.
Gave me my money, and I got up and took the shot and dropped it in the trash can.
That's bar
and
on
then,
your part.
And then
Damn.
we would do that probably.
Wow.
It would happen at
take
least
the shot
once
and
or
then-
twice a month for maybe
That's
like 3
respectable.
years.
I would try to do that like
Could have
8
charged him
times a month.
5,000.
Could have, and he would have gave it.
He offered. I mean, he offered.
Why you ain't put it?
500.
I was gonna say, why you ain't put another zero?
I didn't even want to do it, but that this was in 2000,
Early 2000?
early 2000. Yeah, it was like 2002 before Magic. Yeah. I was in
God,
Philly
dog.
first.
God, dog.
I was in Philly. I
$500.
was dancing in Philly from 2000 to 2003.
Like, since you said that, Winn, what's the craziest thing a guy asked you to do?
Nah, not too much. Just to lick his asshole.
And you did it.
No.
No.
How does one ask for that?
No.
Come on, Winn. You're a white chick from Portland, Oregon.
Yeah.
You done some freaky fucking
Yeah,
shit.
that's
Now
a fact.
stop with that
I'm not
shit.
I'll tell you, I'm
Winn.
not licking any
I just saw
man's
that. I just
asshole.
hope two girls been all over the
Not
motherfucking internet for you from Portland, Oregon. Winn.
No.
Let me ask you a
Win.
question.
Yeah.
Were you giving head before you lost your virginity?
Come on, man.
Because that's like a
Shit.
white girl like myth
was gonna
that y'all suck dick first before y'all
Oh, they
actually
do.
fuck. Like, were you giving head first and then decided that I'm gonna go ahead and let him have some pussy?
Yeah, I would say that I had sex.
just
like,
second base.
Yes,
Yeah.
Winn.
Yeah.
Yes, Winn.
Okay.
Keep it real.
Yeah.
Thanks for clearing that up for
Yeah.
me
That's
because
By the way,
that's
she got a
something that
song
they
called
say.
Dogging Me.
And I got a song called John Morant.
Okay, John Morant.
Jaw.
Her
John
name is
Morant.
John Morant.
Period.
Don't play with her.
Don't play with sis.
Okay,
That
Wynn, I gotta
part.
get up on your word.
Come
Don't
on,
play
y'all.
with John
on my
Morant over
wordplay.
here.
I gotta get up on that word. See what that
Yeah.
mouth talking about.
Okay, what that mouth do?
Jerry.
Oh, Jaws.
Hey, they see what them jaws talking about.
Listen here,
let me
legendary
go
Jerry.
on. Let me go ahead and
The
listen
Portland
to them.
shark.
But
Put on
Portland.
John Morant
Jaws,
right
oh,
now.
Jaws, what?
Put some
Look at
respect
it.
on
Don't
Portland,
turn
man.
pink and red on us now.
Look, that's what I do. I'm bashful for real. I'm bashful.
She said, not shot
hilarious.
FYI, men love a bashful woman.
because they the
yeah.
freakiest ones.
He said, I love
women.
women.
What I say?
Shit.
I love women.
What I say?
Me too, bro.
Listen, this is insane. Y'all are crazy.
If God made something better than pussy, he kept it to himself.
Oh, bullshit.
Boy,
What's better than good pussy?
new pussy.
Money,
What's better than new pussy?
Nothing.
money.
2 pussies.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hold on. Say that again.
That's right.
Only thing better
Hey,
than
Sauce.
good pussy is new pussy. Only thing
pussy.
better than new pussy is 2 pussies.
She's right.
What about
Thank
money?
you.
Y'all don't.
Outside of the money.
Money's not better.
Yeah, I was going to say,
But
ain't
when you
nothing.
have, but this the thing.
What about
Hold on,
peace?
but let's talk about it.
World peace.
Yeah, the world peace.
I love that Wynn said world
What do they
peace.
say? Behind every great man is a greater woman. So when a man and a woman are together, or when one man is in unison with multiple women, money is not a problem.
Amen.
It's always around,
Amen.
That part.
no matter how.
How many threesomes you had?
I never had a threesome.
You
Damn.
haven't?
Will you?
No,
Will you have one?
I don't think so. It's not something I would want to do in a relationship.
I agree. I've never had a threesome, so I'm with you.
Wait,
Yeah,
you never
I-
had one? Yee?
No, never.
I've had many.
Stop with the
Yeah.
cap.
I'm old school.
Stop with the cap, Yee.
I swear to God,
Stop.
on
She had
everything.
this
I've
girl.
never had a threesome.
I've had many.
Yeah, Gigi's had
said
enough
you've
for both
had
of us.
many?
Multiple men. I can't even remember how many. I've had threesomes with married couples. I've had threesomes in relationships that I was in. I had threesomes with just not randoms, but situationships.
Yeah.
So
Like,
could you see yourself with just like one woman forever?
Never,
Never?
never. That, I mean,
threesome?
like, why? That's again, when you look at me, you looking at like an ultimate truth. Like, I'm like the man that like men should inspire to be like. If you want to live a life and not be stressed out.
Do you,
Like,
do you think it's
Like,
even natural for...
how many great
do you
men
think
do
it's
you
even
see
natural
fall
for
and
kings?
fail over their relationships with women?
Sauce. Is it even
Jerry-
natural for kings like us to be with one woman?
Jerry, you got to stand down.
It is just
Stop.
that-
Hey, she said,
I mean, you don't want to hear my
she told her
opinion
stand
on it.
down.
You don't want to hear my
You was
opinion
married
on
for
it.
16 years, so
You don't hear my
in
opinion
the
on it.
rules of nature, I believe not.
But
Hold on, you hear what she said?
And that's the simple. That's
You
all
hear
that
what she
matters.
said? Say it
That's
again,
all that
Gigi.
matters. What she just said.
In the
So
rules
say
of
it again,
in the rules
Gigi.
of nature, I believe not. And the reason is because, and I'm gonna get, I'm
Tell your girl you
I'ma
talk
show
to
my-
her.
the truth.
I'm
Just
gonna show my
say it.
nerves.
Talk to
Well,
her.
Gigi, get back with your ex then.
no.
Oh, you see how
That
she
doesn't
trying to...
mean that.
You see that shit?
That doesn't
listen,
mean that.
Let me
No, it
explain
don't
why.
exactly. Go
Because
ahead.
he probably
Hold
wasn't.
on, hear
I don't
Gigi
know
out.
what's going on, but
Let's hear
let's just
Gigi
speak
out
on
why.
this truth. He
So,
probably wasn't a
it's
real
not-
enough man to give her the option and allow her to make the choice
Hold
Yeah,
on,
he
to
let
wasn't.
accept
Gigi
what was
say
going
it
on.
ain't natural.
Fuck him.
Tell her why, Gigi.
Because as women, our reproductive system only happens once a month. We drop one egg monthly, right?
see, this why-
we
this-
reproduce our.
And then it takes 9 months.
we
Son, if
reproduce.
you don't
We
stop clapping.
reproduce our reproduction cells. Our egg drops once a month, right?
Yes.
Men. They are constantly making semen, and it does
Hey,
not stop.
till we
The
90, we can get somebody- we get
until they
pregnant till we
die,
90, 100
until they
years old.
die. Until the day you die, you are constantly
But
producing
women-
your
What?
reproductive cells, which is
And then, 'cause
semen.
it's another
Some
point. It's
bullshit.
another point from
Which
a
is
man's
semen.
perspective.
Oh, yeah, it ain't no
Hold on, let me
bullshit.
just
Don't
say
say
this.
bullshit.
Let me just say this, because when I say this, the Eureka light bulb goes over every man in America that's watching this video. There's another concept and fact that you add on to that. Not only does a man produce sperm all day long,
Every day.
if he does not ejaculate that sperm, a lot of women think a lot of these creepy dudes are creeps because they jack off all day. No, it's natural human anatomy.
He has
if the
to
man
release.
does not jack off, if he does not
Ejaculate.
ejaculate, he's going to get something called blue balls.
Oh my God.
This is
That's
the
real.
truth.
And that's real.
Listen.
No, what?
That's real.
That is real.
A man
So a
has
man-
to
Okay.
release
What
himself.
about the
That's
guy?
real.
What about the
Let me
guy?
speak on it.
I
'Cause
wanna
I don't
say.
think people know what blue balls is. Let me speak on it, bro.
So they don't know.
Blue,
dog.
just like nobody can tell you what you go through is through your menstrual
okay.
process.
Yeah.
and
Hear
period.
about men.
When- Understand? We always hear what girls go
I'm
through.
just
Why we
thinking
can never hear
back,
what a
bullying
man
my
goes
blue
I
through?
wanna
Oh,
hear
let's
it.
hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
hear it.
He's giving you an anatomy lesson.
What
I wanna
blue?
hear it.
Okay, what blue balls is when a man has constantly has the urge to have sex or ejaculate and he does not do it, you restrain from it. So what happens is throughout the day, your body works. So your dick gets on hard all day for no reason. You don't have to have sex. You have to be doing that. You wake up hard.
It's unhealthy for your testicles to swell up.
To swell up like that.
It's unhealthy.
It's painful too, right?
It's very painful.
All right, well, listen, Dr. Sauce, Dr. Jerry, give me 1 second.
You see, look,
I'm just
so
thinking
they ain't
about-
ready for that. So they ain't ready for no players
I
like
just want to
this.
think about the time that Joey Badass was on here and everybody was
And he was doing
talking
semen
about
retention.
how he does semen retention.
Yeah, I'm not doing that
Kevin
semen
Gates
retention
does
shit.
that. Everybody's
I'm
like,
not
oh
doing no
yeah,
semen
yeah.
retention.
And now y'all saying
I'm
gotta
not doing semen
ejaculate.
retention.
what?
I'm not doing no semen
Scientifically,
retention.
let's go to
Yeah.
sex education
Depends
class
on the
right now.
person.
Scientifically, a man has to release his semen. He
Y'all
has
believe
to.
that?
Thank you,
A
Gigi.
man has to
Thank
release
you.
his semen.
You believe that just because he told you
We
that?
don't,
Yes.
as a woman, we
I
don't
also
have
believe
to have sex.
Scientifically,
We don't have the urges that, do we like sex? I love sex. I would like to have sex more
Daily.
regularly than I do.
Daily.
But if I could. I'm not in a relationship, so I'm not. However,
Scientifically, if
as
a man fuck another
they
bitch,
have to
you gotta go.
Ye
release.
stop.
They have to
man.
release. They have to.
Stop.
They have to let it out. Whether
Say
they do it themselves.
Do it all day with him.
Rather they do it
Exactly.
themselves or they do it with their woman. But guess what? Monogamy is a choice. You choose to only be with one person.
Hey,
you
man,
don't
but-
have
but
to
From
only be
kings
with one
like
person.
us,
You choose that.
monogamy is not really.
Realistic.
It's not realistic.
Thank you.
Jerry want to
But
get
it's
married.
good that you
so
know this
bad.
conversation.
Stop
But
it.
it's the truth.
Good that you know that.
The women in these comments going to tear me
Yeah.
up because they
They
hate
wanna be
it.
mad.
But it's the truth.
They don't want to hear that.
Okay, what about this, Sauce? If you found a woman that was amazing, perfect, did everything you needed her to do, held you down, took care of you, had her own shit, you know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with her?
There's nothing wrong with her. I've
She's
had-
psycho.
No, she about to
She's
say
psycho.
black.
Okay, so
She's
you've
psycho.
had that, and what happened?
She's psycho.
No, you want me to keep answering. Finish. I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's no such thing that exists as that perfect enough to make me only want to be with her, because that would be me lying to her and lying to myself that I would be satisfied 100% by one woman when I know that I'm I'm the type of a being, an extraordinary being that could never be consumed by one person, and I will be lying to them to tell them that I would never get bored of them or that I would never want intimacy from someone
another
else. Now,
woman.
what that woman can do to continue to be in my life forever is to understand that and share those moments with me, share those experiences
Amen,
with
brother.
me.
Amen.
Therefore, I can enjoy you as my lover. I can enjoy you as my
Look at you.
friend,
Look at
and I
you.
can go through life journeys with
Church.
you. And now, which there are women in the world that's like that, but at the end of the day, what I could be saying could be sounding far-fetched and strange all you want to, but majority of these people that's in relationships right now are not in true monogamous relationships.
Period.
And they're
Most people that
unhappy.
think that you think
They're-
you're
You think
you're in
you're
a relationship with
they're
one man,
unhappy.
he's cheating on you
He's
with 6
cheating on
women.
you.
Yes.
She got a roster. So are you really living in
Yeah,
monogamy?
you're
Or
not
you really
really-
you
you're not
feel
really
that way
living
in
a
your mind and your
monogamous
heart, but in actuality, that's how people catching these diseases. That's how you got multiple baby mothers and
niggas
broken
pitching
homes
and
and broken
catching.
parent widows and all these things going on because a person tells you that for the moment to get what they want because he doesn't have the heart and the balls to stand on what he truly wants and what he truly
I
believes
feel like
in.
I don't cheat
That's
on my
just the
man. I don't
difference.
feel like he cheats on me. I believe it.
So let me ask
No,
you a
there are
question.
men that have a smaller appetite.
There are men.
Yeah.
There are men that have a smaller
So
appetite.
do you bring other women into? Do you be like, hey, I want to bring him. I want to watch y'all do it.
No.
Damn.
Said that.
She just said
Yeah,
that.
I don't do that.
They are monogamous.
No,
and,
what I-
and I believe that
So
they
y'all
are.
Yeah, it exists.
It does exist.
Yeah.
I never said it exists.
Because I
It
like
does
women.
not
I like
exist.
women that'll bring like, hey Jerry, like we go out of town or whatever. Like, hey, I'm gonna bring somebody.
Hey, Jerry,
No,
you a freak,
Jerry.
Jerry.
So honestly, a threesome is my favorite sexual activity.
Man,
too.
boy,
Yeah.
Gigi said, God, dog, you
I
say
like
it
pussy.
again.
Okay,
man.
what's the limit as far as what's the most amount of women you've been with at
What you
one
mean?
time?
At
At
one-
one time,
in the
like a
bedroom?
threesome, foursome, fivesome.
Probably like 4, 5, 4.
Okay, was that too much? You think?
For him or
Because
for
that's a
them?
lot. That's a lot.
Hey,
I mean-
for you or for them?
That's a lot.
It's not. That's
Were
what
you
I'm
having
saying.
sex with all of them though?
Yes.
Yeah. See, that's a lot.
That
mean,
wasn't like overload.
Like I'm saying, like, okay, that's what I'm saying.
Like
That was
you
a
look
long
overloaded
session.
right
No,
now.
no,
Boy,
this okay.
Gigi.
Look, you have to understand, like, you have
That
to
was a lot of
understand.
condom switches.
That's the point.
I can't
like,
do that no more.
That's
I'm
the
too
point
old.
of certain,
Hey,
like,
even
certain
my
people,
testosterone shots, I can't do that no more, Sauce.
Yeah. Like again, that's not no stuff. That's not something that you do every day. But again, when you eating right, you training, you working out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what
Shout
I'm
out
saying?
to Eric Kelly.
It's different
the
type of
Yeah.
people in this world.
That's true.
boxing
I'm
trainer.
not a person that
That's
just
true.
sit up and get high all day and smoke weed all day. I challenge my body. I work out. My blood is flowing. You get erections from blood flow in your body. My blood is flowing very strong. So in sexual situations, I not even usually, I always outperform my sexual partner. Always. So it only makes sense for me to have more sexual partners than the one that I have, because that's how we keep the relationship refreshing, and I don't have to live a lie to you when I come home at night. I don't have to have my phone locked. I don't go to those experiences. Oh, she broke on my phone and found this girl. There's no such thing as that. There's no such thing as coming home too late. There's no such thing as I like this girl picture. If I like a girl picture, a girl that's in my life gonna say, "Oh, daddy, hey baby, you seen that girl you liked on? She was just talking to me, she pretty, woo, we should all go out together."
Let's go get her.
It's way more fun that way.
Yeah,
I agree.
You don't have to live the lie. Most people are living in a lie that they don't actually want to live, but they're trying to do the right thing. I'm a person that does what I know is right for me.
Deems as right.
This brother right here.
Society deems that it's the right thing to do.
If you met two
that's why
solid
people try to
women,
do
would
it.
you marry them? You notice I said two solid.
Yeah, okay, like
Would you
this
marry
is not
two
now. This is
solid
what I say. I tell this to girls that I deal with all the time, people that I know all the time. If I was to ever get at an age and a place where I want to take myself out the game or off the market, and
two
just,
solid ones, you are.
Yeah, two. 3 solid, you know what I'm saying? 2 is fine. 2 is cool though.
Solid.
2 is cool. 2 is cool.
I said
like,
2.
You know what I'm saying? Like even like I'm the type of person. I try to keep the mothers of my children have been friends. They've all dated. They've all been cool. Yes.
You said they've dated each other?
Yes.
See, that's what I'm talking about, man.
The mothers of my children have dated each other.
You know what? I think it's great that he knows himself and he's honest with himself and he's telling his partners.
This shit is
not me. You know,
man,
not me.
I wish you could do a class on this shit, man.
I'm getting close to, not anyone I'm dating.
Gigi,
but for him, that works for him. That's great.
I wish you saw. I'm being serious when I say this. The women that you deal with, I wish they could do a class on like, look, let's stop the catty shit. We both know we got to share.
Just think about it like this. How many households in America would have more finances and a better outbringing of their children if the man that was in the middle between these two mothers that's raising
they all came together.
Separately, they're calling themselves single mothers.
But I think you got to think about how that's unnatural for women. You're only thinking about the men's perspective.
Wait, what's
it's
unnatural?
not unnatural for women.
That's not
I
unnatural.
just want to say this. I would say in this day and age, there's a lot of women that make more than men too.
So what? Okay, so what are you saying?
So do you think that if the women are making more than the men, that's also on the flip side?
Here we go. This is what providing is way more. And I see all this stuff on social media floating
providing,
around.
right?
Providing, it isn't even monetary, man. It's not financial. Providing is way more than that.
Than just money.
It's way more than that. And trust me, I've been a provider. You got to be there emotionally. Like he just said, if you got two women, we got kids, and you come together as a man, as a king, you are providing way more. Yeah, they might make more bread.
I concur that statement as well. Like, and there's a lot of powerful, intelligent, strong, multi-millionaire women in the world.
Yeah.
But if you was to line up the biggest Fortune 500 companies in the world, the biggest television stations in the world, the biggest gas and produce companies in the world, they're not owned by women. They're owned by men.
They're owned by men.
And if there are women who are part of the ownership of those companies, they're on the council. They're at a table where they're still majority male owners of these companies.
Well, that's systemic, though.
Man,
but I will say,
it's facts, but that's like, it shouldn't. It doesn't have to be that way.
You saying it's by the system?
Yeah, like
that
I wouldn't believe
probably
so.
built this building that when you look out on there on the scaffold hanging off, putting windows up. I mean, shit,
what I'm saying is, this is what I'm trying to say.
Sure,
what I'm saying is that it is very possible, and it should be that way. And people are making the moves and the steps needed necessary to make that more realistic.
Yeah.
But let's just talk about this. We're on lip service right now.
Yeah.
It's not a full staff of women in the background doing these other jobs. It's just the beautiful ladies here that are the thoughts. They are the minds.
So who invented this mic we talking on?
It's just the truth. I'm sorry. I know it hurts.
I'm not saying it's not the truth. I'm just thinking about why is it that way? What's the history that made it so men could have those opportunities and women couldn't?
I don't know why I'm black and you're white. That's just life.
Right.
I can't pick that.
But I will say this. I think that things are changing. They're definitely back in the day, women didn't go out and work and make the money that they make. And it is like...
Yes, you are right.
It is a process. I think that there's a lot of women that are in relationships, and I know a lot of them where they make more than their men. And that's just what it is right now.
But to go back to
their
his,
counterparts.
if you bring two of those together, whatever, a man... providing is way more than financial.
Yeah, that's a fact. And women too.
So if you got two women that come together, they make great money and the man make cool money and you got kids together, just like hey man, come together and let's build something together.
The financial structure.
And the man is going to bring a certain level of stability. I mean, let's just be real. Kids and what's happening in society is the reason. What does everybody go back to? Why is society the way it is? Why?
But you know what?
Because the lack of a male father presence in the home.
But not just a male father. Now, listen, I want to
been
talk
that way for
about
decades.
and with
for
Sauce
decades,
Walka.
for years.
But with Sauce Walka, let's talk about this for a second, though, right? Like the song "Without You."
Mm-hmm.
That was a very personal song
My mom.
that you did,
My
right?
baby.
And you reference your mom on that. So, how does she feel about that? And like, where are you now with that? Because that was years ago.
My mama raised me in this shit. Like, my mom raised me in this lifestyle. My mama raised me to understand that even though I went through all the hardships and the troubles with my mother, she always raised me to understand you're a king. You're a young black man. You're handsome. You're going to be a leader. People are going to want to utilize the attributes that you possess as a man. And by you having those attributes, you have to take leadership qualities and the accountability for having those things. So therefore, you should have standards that everybody should respect because you are the eye in the apple of what the world wants. A successful black man, a handsome black man, a black man that's going to do great things. My mama was already programming that in my brain when I was a kid.
That's dope.
Along with the fact of her living a lifestyle. My mom was an exotic dancer. So like I grew up like waiting on my mama to come home from the strip club and like just I seen it all, I understand it all. So my mom would always tell me that, son, when you come into money and when you come into success in life, all women are going to use or utilize the fact of you having success and you going to conquer things, but it's up to you to determine how that plays out. And if you're smart, you're going to bring the women in your life and help them help what you are building instead of have them destroy what
Shout
you're
out to
building
your mom.
because they're fighting for a position of domination. And that's the problem is because no matter how much you want this man to, let me say this, women are the prize to the men women are the prize to the men that want them, not the men that they want.
Okay.
Ooh.
The average man that the woman actually wants to be with, that ex or that person that she been striving to get to, or that famous celebrity model that she would leave her husband and her boyfriend for today to just have a one night stand with this man. But to that man, she's just another girl in the street. But to a woman that's, you put her in the average setting of men, period, she's attractive and accessible. Like a man wants to have a sexual relationship with her no matter what status quo she has, no matter what level of life she is, because a man has to earn sex. Women control sex.
Yes, we do.
Women control
We decide
ecstasy.
what we want to do.
Y'all decide that.
They always say we know right away what we want. If I would fucking, would I fucking?
Y'all control ecstasy, but y'all don't control the happiness of the household. Y'all don't control the leadership and the growth of the household that comes from a strong relationship.
Men control that.
Men control that. Why does the man control that? Because the man has to earn all of those attributes for you to select him as the alpha. If he does not have the car, he doesn't have the responsibility, he doesn't if he can have all the money and all that shit and y'all go out on a date and he lets another man slap the shit out of you, you're gonna leave him.
And guess what, Sauce, what I was always told? We the first to get blamed, last to get thanked.
Absolutely. So if a man has to take all of those
first to be blamed, last to
constituencies
get
and all of
thanked.
those,
I thank my man every day.
Okay,
you should.
You should.
I do.
You should.
Dealing with
Yeah.
choice.
And I wouldn't be mad at him if he demands a little more.
Yeah.
I do.
Just
Make
like
sure you
women,
make
if
sure
a
every
woman
day
could
you-
demand
Might be a
more
little
from her
old
man
school way
than a
to
man
think,
can
I
demand
think.
more
You
from
said
his
what? It's
woman.
old, yeah.
I think it's a little old school.
What
I
is?
think that perspective is valid, but I think it's a little old school.
Wait,
Like,
what
that's-
is old school?
Just, that the man's creating the happiness. I think it's a balance. I think it's 50-50. It's like in my partnership, like I'm bringing 50%, he's bringing 50%.
You got a man?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different what we provide.
How does he feel
but,
about
like,
what you do for a living?
He's stoked. He's inspired by it. Like,
Okay.
he
What
loves
does he
it.
do?
He's a creative as well. He's a mechanical engineer. Yeah.
Okay, we love
But he's an
that.
artist as well.
You got your
Yeah.
you got a college boy, huh? As
He's
the old
not
folks
a-
just
he's
say.
not-
Mechanical engineer and shit.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
he's smart, very smart.
He a melanated dude or he
He is, yeah. He's biracial. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
Almost choked, Jerry.
Listen,
Yeah.
I appreciate this whole conversation though, because I love to talk about these like men
provocative. It gets
versus
people going.
women, but honestly, like
We all need each other.
But I also
We
feel
need-
like
Everybody needs each
Yeah,
other.
we
we
all
need each
evolve
other.
and also sometimes change the way that we think
Yeah.
too,
Yeah.
as well.
I
Or
definitely
we
have.
don't, okay? Because I saw how you just looked at me.
Or we don't.
I
we
mean,
do or
you
we
know,
don't. I don't know what it is,
I'm
But-
just the type of person that the way that I feel, I have an answer or a scenario to explain my perception.
Yeah.
You got the street smarts, but then I hear you talk, and I know you can blend in anywhere and have that
Yeah.
conversation,
Anywhere.
and that's rare. So
On any level of intellect.
Sauce, that's rare.
About any
Because a lot of
subject.
I just peep, and I'm big on spirit and energy and all that, and I peeped it when you came in, so I know you a comedian. You can blend in. You can go in corporate America and talk, and you can go to the streets and fuck with folks.
Absolutely.
So. I
And
just
when
wanna
we
tell you-
appreciate you too for coming through. You know
Miss
what I'm saying?
Portland.
Make sure y'all
I'm
go
up
and
in
listen to
here.
her music.
John Moran.
John
You
Moran.
gonna find
John
You know
out.
what I'm
Moran.
saying?
Man.
The
I
dog
gotta-
in me.
I got to see what that
Yeah.
word play like.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to see
Find
what a
out.
3-point shot look
Portland,
like
Oregon.
from the song.
Yeah.
say.
Oh my God.
Portland, Oregon.
And rug burn, because you was fronting like you ain't never had no rug burns.
I ain't never,
but
I honestly never had that.
I have. And then
Hey,
you go in the
Sauce, I done had
shower
some.
and that water
I
hit
ain't
the shit.
had that.
You didn't even know it
Ooh,
was
that
that
burns
bad.
so
that
bad. You don't
motherfucker
even
burn.
realize until you get in the shower and that thing burns.
Y'all haven't
Shit.
lived, okay?
Lip service. I
Lip
love
service,
this show.
y'all.
I love
I
this
hope
show.
all the young ladies in the world find them a good man like that has a good job and come home to you every night and wait for you
There
to
you
cook
go.
them a meal. And I
Hey,
wish
ain't-
you the most
Ain't nothing wrong
blessings.
with that square as life. Ain't
You know
nothing
what
wrong
I'm
with a
saying?
square
I'm just a
life.
circle.
We love you.
I'm just a
Ain't nothing wrong
way
with a
up.
square
That's
life.
I said
I'm
it's way
a
up.
star.
I like that.
It's lip service.
Hey, this lip
That's
service.
my shape.
I got
Lip
it.
service.